Welcome everybody to the 2023 Basketball World Cup press conference here with Chinese head coach Sasha Djordjevic and player Joe Peng. We can please kindly ask, Captain, excuse me. We can please kindly ask that you prevent from recording on your phone and also taking still images. We'll have an opening statement from both coach and captain, and then we'll open the press for questions in English and in Chinese. Coach, welcome to the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Just an opening statement from you.
Nothing. We feel greatly welcomed by the Philippine people, and I want to thank the people here in Manila and organization for the warm welcome. Since the moment we stepped outside of the plane, everything is organized and at the level of this World Cup. So for us, it's a great honor. For me personally, it's a great honor to be at the head of the Chinese men's national basketball team, and that's how we address this competition.
Welcome, Captain Joe Peng. Just an open statement from you for your team's preparation for this tournament.
你说一下，就是开始来这个比赛准备。
很开心再一次来到这个世界杯，然后再次来到菲律宾，然后一切都是那么的值得亲切和怀念吧。然后我们已经准备好了，准备好我们的征程。
We came here. I'm happy to be here again, and yeah, we're ready. We're ready for the competition.
I'd like to open up the press conference for questions for Coach Sasha and Captain Joe Peng.
Okay. Question from China Media Group for head coach. So it's really good to see you and your team come to Manila, which means that we're going to start our journey in World Cup, and we prepared a lot. We've been through a lot. We made a lot of change for this great tournament. So as for you, how did you evaluate the whole preparation that we have been through in this summer? And in the meantime, how do you evaluate the whole preparation?
I heard you.
And in the meantime,
already 2-3 questions. Go.
Yeah. In the meantime, how did you evaluate the meaning of the first game of the group stage, which is against your home country, Serbia? Thank you very much.
Okay. First of all, since day one, these guys with ahead, our captain, Joe Peng, welcomed me and my staff with open arms, and I appreciate that a lot. I cannot say how thankful I am for the opportunity to the President Yao Ming and the Chinese Basketball Federation. And I felt all that through all the preparation. They were working really hard. They were practicing every day with seriousness, professionalism, and always an extra effort. And this is my evaluation. They're giving everything they have, and we are doing everything we can to get the best out of China World Cup in this moment. Second question, game against Serbia, my home country. It's an honor for me to step on the floor and be a head coach of China against my home country. There's going to be a lot of emotions, but like I like to say in my life, emotions are a lot of times our enemies, and I have to suppress them somehow in order to get the best out of the game. And that's how I'm going to try to work as a professional. And it's a very tough opponent. He's one of the toughest in the World Cup for sure. Such an experienced team, great talent, great players, great legs. We already played against them 2-3 days ago, which was a good try for us. And but we know what we must improve, and we'll try to do it.
First question is, what do you think the biggest
Okay.
What do you think is the biggest advantage of the Chinese team to compete in the phase?
If I say it, it wouldn't be advantage anymore.
Okay. And the second question is, I look at the Trollman squad, and like some names like Zheng Fanbo, Feng Shuo, and Su Minghui were not included in the final roster. And you want to explain a little bit about why they are gone?
Well, we had a lot of players. Obviously, at the competition like World Cup, only 12 players can be here. And these are the 12 players that I think are going to represent China in the best way.
Coach and Captain, thanks so much for your time being here with us tonight. And the question for Coach, we have seen from the Team China roster, we have seen a lot of size at a wing position. So I would like to know, how would you describe your roster building philosophy for Team China, and any player at this position you look forward to seeing him stepping up more?
Any player in that position?
Yeah, you look forward to seeing him stepping up more.
Well, everybody, like I like to say, a big stage like World Cup is opportunity for each player to give his best game, and obviously athletic part of basketball is very taking a big change in the game of basketball. That athletic part is due to a type of game that is played, and definitely is going to be played in this World Cup. If we see how the rosters of the very successful national teams are constructed, there's a lot of great size players. That's what we are trying to also do, because we need that in a game of basketball of today. And not one in particular, not one position in particular, but we are a team, and we have to step up on the floor as a team and trying to do our best, seeing what we have on the other side, of course.
And I got two more questions for Captain Zhou Peng. 我想问一下队长，就是在最近的备赛过程当中，无论是在心态方面调整，还是大家在训练当中，你觉得大家的状态怎么样？有什么大家在备赛当中让你印象比较深刻的事件，或者是队友吗？
我们已经准备好了吧？来到这里了就已经准备好了。然后我们经过了1个多月的这个欧洲拉练，然后我们的教练改变了我们对于篮球的理解，让我们更加的去能够适应国际化的这种比赛。然后每个人都很充裕，因为得到了进步，然后每个人都吃了很多苦。然后难忘的事情是我们所有人团结在一起，克服了很多的困难，在欧洲的时候。然后就像我之前说的，我们去欧洲可能会有一些失败，但是我们不能丢失信心。我们记忆最深刻的是，我们所有人保持了信心，然后来到这里。
还有一个小问题，就是你在自己的成长过程当中，还有职业生涯当中，有哪一届或哪一次的世界杯赛事，给你留下了比较深刻的印象吗？
我相信今年会给我最深刻的印象，也会给我们整个团队最深刻的印象。
谢谢。
Thanks so much, Coach. It's Andre from Xinhua here. I want to ask, what do you think right now is the #1 priority that needs to be addressed for this team to go further in the tournament? Thank you very much.
Number one priority.
Yeah, #1 priority. What
Just
needs to be fixed? Yeah.
Be calm. Be calm. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the game. Show the best you can. Sometimes I felt that we were a little bit intimidated by the big teams that we played in this summer and that we programmed, and we shouldn't. We just have to throw the best game and just loosen up, enjoy the thing. That's priority for me. Once you start talking about priorities and importance, you kind of build even more weight on the shoulders of the players. Our job is to take that weight off.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I also have a question for 周鹏。Yeah， 同样的问题，就是您认为对于现在中国队来说，最关键的是什么？最需要解决的是什么？目前这个阶段，
信心，我们有信心能够证明我们自己，然后有信心能够完成我们的目标。
好，谢谢。
好，谢谢。
Coach Rasha, question Denison from the Philippines. Coach, can't help but ask this question, being the hosts of this World Cup. You had a bit of not so warm assessment of the Philippine team when you last faced them in the 2019 World Cup. and us being in the race for that Asian ticket to the Paris Olympics. I'm just curious if whether you've been able to scout this edition of the national Philippine team, and what can you say about them?
Yes, we saw some of the games, but trust me, it's a long time ago. What happened, our philosophy, my philosophy, every next game is the most important game of our lives. And that's how we will address, even if it comes to play the game towards Philippines. We don't know that right now, but they've built some athletic team. They put in some size in their rotations of the bigs, and also with Clarkson, they have that needed talent with the ball that can resolve any kind of situation or any kind of let's say, tight games. So this Philippine teams is a team to respect, but we'll think about it once it comes, and if that time comes. You're welcome.
Coach, Ruben from the Philippines also. Coach, aside from a follow-up to that, aside from your goal to reach the next round, also at stake here is the lone Olympic berth for Paris. How do you see the race for that? That includes Jordan and Japan and the
every
Philippines.
Asian team, yeah. Well, that's one of the things that we start with thinking about it, but it's just there. We cannot calculate anything. The only thing we can do is play the next game the best we can, and that's what we will do. But definitely, we all know, like all the teams here in all 32 teams, I think their first goal is to qualify for the Olympics, because Olympics is something for the players and coaches and everybody. For the federation is the most amazing thing that one can represent his own country being there. And but that's it. It's just talking about it, thinking and seeing. But we will see how the things develop in a championship like World Cup. You need a lot of luck to come to a result that you'll be happy with at the end. You need to be good. You need to play good. You need to raise up your level and everything. But you also need a good chance of luck, because sometimes those crosses will work for you. Sometimes it won't. You don't know until how the competition is going to be developed. You're welcome. Okay.
Last question.
Good evening, Coach. Here, Kevin Chareun for UcuWeb, Argentina. I want to ask you, you are in a tough group with really strong competitors, different ways to play. So I want to ask you, what are your thoughts about your rivals, Serbia, South Sudan, and Puerto Rico in this group?
Well, all three are really, really, really good teams. Like you said, very tough rivals, and we want to be on the same exact level of rivals for them. That's our goal. South Sudan is coming with a strong, tall, athletic team. For me, it's not a surprise that they're here. Their continuity brought them to where they are right now. They're in our group, and we'll play them in the second round. But first things first, we have to play Serbia, who I just repeated, respect a lot, and in my opinion, they're one of the candidates for some of the medals. And in the end, Puerto Rico is always a tough rock. Trust me, historically, even in further up the history, whenever the old Yugoslavia were winning the gold, we would lose against Puerto Rico, because that's how they play. They like to play against the best, and they have a lot of great ball handlers, a lot of talent, a lot of also good athletes. But those are three teams that we have to play, but also they have to play us.
Thank you, Coach.
And I'm more thinking about us in this moment, and about my guys, and how we are going to step up and show our face.
Thank you very much.
Coach Sasha, Captain Joe Peng, thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you.